Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of I Make Free Energy for you guys on YouTube. It is kind of clever that for some of you guys still believe this machine is the real free energy machine.
Мощностью до 1 киловатта. Был разработан мною более 5 лет назад.
This motor, with power of 1 kilowatt per hour, was designed by me and developed around like 5 years ago.
Также был изготовлен, то есть у меня изготовлен есть мотор мощностью 10 киловатт.
And so we have a motor for 10 kilowatts.
A few videos back, I took a chance to replicate this machine and show you how easy is the trick to light up some energy saving lights. Alright guys, this is my setup. 1 kilowatt of a generator right here in the palm of my hand. Controller box including inverter and programmable board. Let's go test it. Let's plug it in. So let's see if it goes on the first. Wow, there you go. Let's go test it. Woo! That one. Picking up speed, that's good. Cables, controller. Those are my lights. 1 kilowatt of energy, guys. Check this out. So, let me disassemble this machine for you. Let me turn it up pretty quick. Let me see what's going on inside. There you go. Unplug it. Screwdriver. There we go. Woo! Let me see what's going on inside here. Oh wow! I've got candies! I've got candies! This is much more than a generator. Wow! Check this out! This is freaking cool! Check this out! I've got candies! Oh, so good! Check this out! I still have energy without even generator. That is freaking cool. We have free energy. Thumb up, please. Obviously, some of you guys didn't get quite convinced. I didn't really want to talk about physics, mathematics, or anything like that. I totally understand that uneducated people cannot never understand that. It's okay. Big misconception between, as I said, uneducated people is the concept between free energy, perpetual motion, and eventually green energy. I know, I understand you have a solar panel that give you free energy, but solar panel is not a free energy machine. Rather, solar powers and green energy are very low efficiency. So what's a free energy machine then? First and foremost, a free energy machine, it's a perpetual motion machine. A perpetual motion machine, it's a machine that does some kind of work forever. No matter what the Earth is going to do, and no matter what the universe is going to do, your machine, it will spin forever. Now, a perpetual motion machine has a particular having the output equal the input. So the perpetual motion machine has zero thermal loss. A thermal loss of free energy, it's well explained in thermodynamics. You should definitely go ahead and check it out. That's a totally different section. I don't want to spend any words on that topic. However, the output of this machine, it's equal the input. We don't have any spare energy. The output, as I said, it's equal the input. So you have a loop. Anytime a machine self-feed, it's automatically a closed system, a loop closed system. Now, what's the free energy machine then? Well, you take this already impossible perpetual motion machine, and you eventually have some spare energy out of this machine. And you wonder, how do you have like some spare energy? Well, that's what these guys should tell us and explain us. For instance, a quick example can be our conductor, copper conductor. This conductor allows, it's got only, for instance, 100 free electrons to flow through it. Over unity and free energy means that out of only 100 free electrons, you can have 200 working on that machine. So 100 free electrons are your spare free energy. And you wonder, where do you get the extra 100 free electrons in that machine? Well, that's a question that these free energy scams should explain us. Because engineers, they don't know anything about it. They really never studied about physics and perpetual motion machines and thermodynamics. Well, wrong concept. You should definitely go to school and then eventually judge on yourself. However, let's take this machine, split it apart, and get on detail and tell you why this machine will never work. So here is our machine, our magnetic generator. As we said before, this machine, it needs to be a perpetual motion machine first and foremost, and then eventually some over unity is claimed. The over unity claimed it's about 1 kilowatt. Well, if this machine runs on 1 kilowatt, we should divide this coil into 50 and 50%. 25 coils are pickup coils. 25% 25 coils are driving coils. Pickup coils are the one that produces an electricity. Drive coils are the one that allows the motor to spin for forever. Those are the ones that release the energy back into the system. And that's if the machine is only a perpetual motion machine. Out of 1 kilowatt and 25 coils producing electricity, it means that if you divide 1 kilowatt by 25, you're having 40 watts of energy each coil. Each of these 25 coils needs to produce 40 watts of energy. This 40 watts of energy goes into the drive coil to keep the machine rotating and spinning in a perpetual motion. 40 watts for those coils, to me, it looks a little too much. I've got something right here that it's a 0.2 to 0.6 section cable. That's how exactly shown in this video. Consider, as you can see in this video, the cable shown is actually the sum of 5 coils in a row. These wires you see at the very end are the sum of 5 coils in a row. So you have to divide this cable by 5, the section cable. This is the only cable I think you can fit within this kind of space. It can be more or less. I don't think the result will change anything. Definitely it cannot be anything close to 1 millimeter. It will not even fit. It definitely not produce electricity because very little winding. If this machine now claims to have over unity, that means that if only 1 kilowatt it's our spare energy or free usable energy, and our machine it's only 1% over unity, we try to be open-minded and not skeptical. Let's stay on the low side. Only 1% over unity. 1 kilowatt, it's 1% of 100 kilowatts. So this machine needs to run 100 kilowatts in order to create 1 kilowatt of spare energy. We are talking about 100 kilowatts. Yes, 100 kilowatts, it's a lot. Visually, 100 kilowatts, it's the power line for your power company. Power lines of cables that runs over your head. 100 kilowatts, it's a lot. And that's only if the machine is 1% over unity. Now, each of these coils, as we said before, it needs to produce and release about 40 watts of energy. Let's see if this coil really can overstand the 40 watts of energy. Here I have a very common lithium battery, about 8 watts, 3.7 volts, 2 amps. So it's about 8 watts. Let's see how this coil performs on 8 watts of energy. That's our coil. Let's go connect it, hold it with my hands. Let's see what happens. There we go. Did you see them? That's smoke. Yeah, you can see very well the smoke. And it smells pretty bad in here. Did you see the smoke? It started smoking this thing. And we're just applying about 8 watts of energy. So this is just to show you. There we go. Oh, the tape came off. And it's getting quite pretty hot. So that's about 8 watts of energy. You now tell me how this thing can overstand 40 watts of energy. It takes the size of 10 of these to make up one single of those coils, if not even more. So that's a proof that definitely this machine claiming 1 kilowatt, leave it alone. Be skeptical with something. It's too good to be true. Let's go ahead on the controller box. Now let's talk about the controller box. It is quite obvious that most of you guys don't catch a little detail about this video. Of course, the camera, it rolls too fast for your eyes to catch the detail. But this controller box is divided 50% space for the circuit board and 50% of empty space. Well, no, that's not empty space. It is actually used for something. You just can see, Go check this out. Well, in this space, we can easily put like 10 of these lithium batteries that makes up, there is plenty of space for at least 10 of these. And not randomly, this machine, it came out just about the same years as lithium batteries that got popular. Must be a coincidence? I don't think so. Well, 8 of 10 of these, it makes up for about 80 watts. 80 watts. Yes, that's quite a lot of energy. Those 80 watts, part of it goes back inside the motor to make it spin, and not forever, as long as you have juice in your batteries. And part of this energy, it goes into your load. At this point, your load, it cannot be a common filament light, because that would be about 60 watts. And 60 watts multiplied by 5, it's way too much for your batteries. So they decide to put 5 simple LED lights. Simply because each energy saving lights, it's about 7 watts of energy average. 7 times 5, it's way below the energy we have as a power supply, because part of the energy needs to go in the motor. Our controller, you can definitely tell it's an inverter controller, and you can tell because it's got a bunch of induction and MOSFET in the right place with heat sink and everything. That's a classic configuration of an inverter. This inverter, it just turns your 3.7 into 120 volts. Of course, the current will drop enough to light even more than 5 LED lights. Definitely this machine, it cannot run 1 kilowatt of energy. 1 kilowatt, it's a lot. And that's only if the machine is just a perpetual motion machine. Because if this machine, it's an over unity machine, it means having only 1% of over unity, 1 kilowatt of spare energy, it's 1% of 100 kilowatts. So this machine, for instance, needs to run 100 kilowatts. 100 kilowatts to produce 1 kilowatt of spare energy, or spare usable energy, or simply free energy. Yeah, scam. This machine, it's been invented over 10 years ago, just like any other free energy machine. Never put it on the market for sale. And you wonder why? Yeah. These guys, they never got killed, just like most of ignorant people think all the time from oil companies and government. It's scam. You just came across this whole free energy scamming situation. Free energy scam machine, they've been around for over a century, 100 years. Every year a new free energy machine comes out. You just came across this and you think it's all a brand new thing. Nothing is new, my friend. Nothing. It's all pure scam. So what they get this money from? Well, for all those witnesses this machine had, for all those people that assisted this machine working, no one, and I said no one of these people, are willing to spend any money on that machine. Yeah, they eventually kind of sniffed something fish in there. Yeah, even assisting and watching this machine running in front of your eyes, you are still not quite convinced. As a matter of fact, this company never found any potential founder, investor. You don't believe so? Well, let's go on the official website and clearly see that these people are looking for investors. Did you see that? They're not just looking for random investors. They're looking for people with some serious money. Before they accept any money, they want to make sure that they have some kind of serious money already in their bank. It's clever that these people, they never made any real machine, never real working machine. It's for scamming. They are looking for big investor in the machine. This machine has been around forever, but never put it on the market, no anything. People still believe all it takes for this machine to be powerful, it's propaganda. Yes, it's brainwash people. As you can see on YouTube, we have a bunch of dummy users accounts to throw like a bunch of free energy and free energy and free energy videos on YouTube just to brainwash you guys. Don't you clearly see that? Most of these people, you can tell, it says, please make a non-profit donation. Are you an investor? You're willing to invest? Are you a founder? We can invest in this machine. Scam, scam, scam. Remember, the free energy machine, scamming, have been going on forever, for a century. You just came across this thing and you think it's a new thing. Nothing is new. This machine, they've been around forever, and no one of these machines gets on the market. No one of these machines gets on the market for a reason. This is a very old machine, and it's on YouTube everywhere because they want to brainwash you. After I say that, please be skeptical, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy my video.